Hey guys, hope all is well. Back here, day 14 for the 420 walking challenge. If you guys have been following along, you know what the 420 challenge is. If you're new here, go back to the last video and I'll tell you there. This morning, April 14th, it is by far the warmest morning of this challenge. Forecast for today is actually almost 80 degrees. Kind of part of the reasons I don't like April, as mentioned in past videos. It'll be 80 today. The forecast for next Saturday, which is the 420 grand finale, is 47 degrees. But that's 6 days away. We'll see what happens. Regardless, after tomorrow, next week, weather-wise doesn't look so great. I did check the scale this morning. I weighed in at 205 on day one of the challenge. Back on April 1st, I weighed in at 210. So at 14 days in, we're down 5 pounds. Food for yesterday was basically some Italian sausages, a little bit of veggies on the side, a meatball. I had some beef ribs and eggs for lunch with a little bit of rice. So again, trying to stick to animal-based diet, low carb. I am also at 14 days with no sugar. I got a doggy saying hello up there. Man, glad I started before 9 here. It's pretty warm already. Definitely not used to this. This may turn out to be the hardest walk yet. That's a little after 9, and yeah, the heat, it's kind of like that. Almost depressing heat in a way. I can definitely feel it for myself with my heart function and all that kind of stuff. Though I don't love cold weather, my heart functions good in cold weather. Well, at least it functions better than it does in really warm weather. So this 4 miles might actually be a challenge. I'm sure you guys heard that old saying before. In life, you just got to keep putting one foot in front of the other. Sounds good to me. I don't know what else you can do, really. Sometimes you might get knocked down, have to lift yourself back up again. Maybe you'll fall backwards a couple steps, but you got to get up, dust yourself off, and put one foot in front of the other, and pull yourself out of that mess, and keep going forward. Where'd all my hair go, folks? So, at 50 years old, it's kind of easy to think that staying in shape, staying healthy is kind of for the youth of the world. When in reality, the older you get, the more important it is for us older folks to stay active, lift weights, eat right, do all those good things. Because obviously when you're young, all that stuff could be a little bit more forgiving. But more and more research is showing you got to work harder as you get older. If you don't, you're going to fail a lot quicker. But in the end, you never know. You could be the healthiest person on the planet, and you might tip over at 66 of a heart attack. Who knows? But you would think if you take care of yourself, work out, get some muscle on you, that your odds are a lot better for living a longer, healthier life. As you guys know, I recently lost my mom, actually during this challenge. So yes, this 420 challenge has definitely been a challenge. My mom was 72 years old. My dad passed away a few years back. He was 74 years old. A lot of my dad's friends died around the same time he did, all around 72, 74 years old. I got some good buddies of mine they had parents die, I think in their late 60s. Even now, around my mom's passing, some people I know my age, they lost their parents as well. Again, I think all around that same age group. I seem to recall with my grandparents' generation, all them folks, I don't know, it seemed like they all lived well in their 80s. It seemed like when I went to funerals as a kid, they were mostly for really old people. Now for me, I don't consider 72 really old. I mean, they're definitely no spring chickens by any means. Unfortunately, I think it's this modern world we live in. It is definitely not set up for longevity in our population, especially when it comes to the baby boomers. Man, they got screwed if you ask me. I mean, the baby boomers, they were pushed right into this unhealthy system we live in. Unfortunately, for people in my age group, as children of baby boomers, a lot of that stuff was also pushed into our generation. I do see a little light at the end of the tunnel. It seems like people are becoming a little bit more awake of a lot of that stuff. At the same time, you still see a lot of parents my age, even parents younger than me. The lifestyle they're teaching their children isn't setting them up for health in the future. But all that should be a separate topic for a different video. Right now I'm just kind of rambling on. In the end, folks, as you age, unfortunately you're gonna have to work harder than you did when you were a youngster. Maybe you got away with skipping the weights in your 20s. You already had decent muscle mass naturally back then. But if you're not using it, you're losing it. And unfortunately, when you get older, you need it. Sure, getting out here doing cardio is fine as well. It's very important. Staying active. The most important thing anybody can do for their health is find something and show up every day. Whatever it is, just show up every day. If you don't show up every day, you will fail. You can try sugarcoating, coming up with excuses, but none of that matters. If you're not showing up, it's not happening. Show up every day with your car. Show up every day with your plan. Don't worry about what other people think your plan should be, because there's a lot of people out there that are going to tell you what you should do. But in the end, you got to figure out what you should do for yourself. Of course, if you need guidance, you're going to ask for it. Find somebody you trust and go with it. There's many different options available out there for exercise, working out, weight training, diets. I know people that are vegan, that are really healthy, and I know people that only eat meat products that are very healthy. And then everywhere in between, whatever works for you. Anyway, I can get carried away with this stuff. We'll stop on that subject for now. Also, I think, what the heck? That was enough for one video, right? I don't want to make these too long. I can't imagine too many people interested in this stuff out here recording my walks. But I guess I never really mentioned it. That was kind of part of my challenge, the 420 challenge. Taking a 4-mile walk for 20 days in a row. Another part of that was filming a video every day and posting it. I actually don't mind the one video every day format. It's not too hard at night to edit the video and get it out quickly instead of making longer videos. So there's my cue to end this video, to keep it short. It's a beautiful, hot spring day here in Wisconsin, but that will change in the coming days. But regardless, we will try to be out here every day, no matter what. And we are headed for next week's grand finale on Saturday. Still don't know what will happen on Saturday, but I was hoping to do a little bit something extra on Saturday. But we will see. You guys have to stay tuned. On that note, thanks for watching this far. I will leave you with a parting shot. Take care, everybody.